Welcome to the SendNoods talk show.
God, why?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello.
Lewis is uninstalled Siege, and I don't understand why.
My
It just doesn't
audio
do it for me anymore. It just doesn't, tick the box.
fix my audio.
Just
Mail
doesn't get
protects
anymore.
nothing. Wait, whoa. What's been going on in the chat? Guys.
We're talking about BLTs without lettuce. Sorry, no, without bacon. Which I made vegan bacon this week, and it has been. I think whatever they used to make it, they then just crush up a bunch of Razzlers and just.
Wait, which vegan bacon have you had? Because the one I had tastes like Band-Aids.
Why have you
this
been
one,
eating Band-Aids?
this one, yeah, you might have just been eating Band-Aids. I can't remember where I buy it from. I think this was the one I bought from Sainsbury's on Buchanan Street. I'm super loud, sorry. Okay, I was unsure because someone told me.
Thank you, Mesh.
It was less than £4.
For how many bits of bacon?
You
For
see
like-
CJ's chat. That's beautiful. The vegan bacon I had tasted like bacon and farts. So never again. Thanks, CJ. Thanks, CJ.
This one made my house stink of Frazzle. What's the Frazzles?
Frazzles.
Frazzles. It's
Razzle
made my house
dazzles.
Stink of Frazzles for
Razzle dazzles.
3 days. But
Vegan bacon is just the worst.
It did taste like bacon. No, I liked it. I liked it a lot actually.
That's fair.
I would recommend. Also, I'm still on that Vivera kick. Vivera bacon has the same flavor profile, but they do bacon bits.
Amen to that, but
Sorry, we've got a schedule now.
we do, Sam. Thank you. Welcome to this week's SendNoods talk show.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Banter.
Hey, I'm joined, of course, as every week by Lewis, Nadia, and that man over there. No, that
Timothy
way.
Chalamet.
He's over that
Lovely
way.
to see you all. I
Yes.
have a new chair, and thus
Each
goodbye,
week,
my friends.
each week on the SendNoods talk show, we take you guys through the latest gaming news from the world of gaming, as well as some little tidbits from our lives.
Tidbits, not titbits.
Tidbits.
Tidbits or nipples.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say tidbits.
You've got a schedule, Andy. You can't be
tidbits.
Tidbits is what you give people on OnlyFans, right?
No, they get likes, don't demean it.
So yes, we go through the week's gaming news as well as a few little games that we've made up that we think you guys might enjoy. Actually, mostly Sam. Sam made most of the games up. So yeah.
Pretty sure I'm the only one that hasn't made a game.
Shh.
Like,
Sam
you
took
take
your
both.
slot.
I made 2 out of 4.
Yeah, Sam took your slot.
Leave us alone.
Yeah.
How
So-
many tidbits?
How many tidbits have you taken, Sam?
I'm sorry.
So yeah, we've had a bit of a funny day, to be honest, or I've had a bit of a funny day.
Not funny, haha. Funny as in.
Funny, and I want to cry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a bit unprepared today. Usually I would have queued up a load of gaming news for everybody, but we're just gonna wing it. So this is gonna be interesting. And I'm going to fire into it really quick right now. We're going to get it out of the way and then we can get on with the really other cool stuff that I also have not prepared. So this is this week's gaming news.
Game.
Oh, darn it. I'm not
I'll
used to my
look
new
at
setup
The
yet.
entire 5 minutes.
No,
I
I'll
meant to
just
do
look
this.
up whatever the storyline is for that weekend.
That's
We'll just-
better.
Hawaii
Riff on
5
it.
still on?
Yeah,
So,
I like that version. Oh, sorry.
is there a Hawaii 5.0 game coming out?
No. Sadly not.
That's my project for next semester.
If they
No.
did, they would vastly underpay their native actors. So
That was a very dramatic intro, Mish. Thank you. I forgot to turn the volume down on it as well, so it would have been stupidly loud for everyone. I apologise. And I also forgot to switch out my frames because I've got new frames for all the segments.
Do you know, I was about to say how long have we had this new frame?
This is just
Or
this week. This is a new frame.
microchips.
I don't feel so bad
Second
then, but
micro
not
thing
much.
about
No,
it.
no, you've not missed anything. Don't worry. So in this week's last minute gaming news,
Sorry, Tony.
I've just randomly went on the internet. Has anybody got anything they want to talk about in terms of gaming first? Actually, before I go ahead with the two things that I've managed to prepare.
I'm upset you added the word gaming because I was just going to start talking about
Just
Hawaii
random
5
news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that.
Lewis,
Well,
sounds like
it's the
Do you-
weekly Destiny reset.
Destiny news? Yeah, good.
Which
good.
means we're 1 week closer to Beyond Light coming out. All the stage subclasses have been revealed for all you nerds that actually want to know about it, but I don't think that's many of you. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. And in other news, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 combined is the fastest selling game in the franchise. The first to reach 1 million, the fastest. So, congratulations, Tony Hawk.
Congratulations to you, Tony Hawk. I'll give you I need to remember what company it was though. They built the Tony Hawk warehouse level in real life, and Tony shredded it.
Oh, really?
I can't remember it. My brain's saying it was like Pringles that built it with him, but I think that's wrong. Give me 1 sec to do my cursory Google. But they built it in real life.
What's Buttspot doing? Tony Hawk's Butt 1 and 2 is pretty neat. Nice. Was it the warehouse level by any chance, Sam? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's the one. That is the one that everyone remembers. I could do that entire level like blindfolded. I know it so well. I haven't purchased Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, which is probably a surprise to everyone, because that is my Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation 1. It is the game that defined the PlayStation 1 for me. Or the games, rather, because it was two separate games at the time. I love Tony Hawk's games. Even the bad ones, I still hold, like Proving Ground or Project 8, I think it was, are terrible games, but I still, I hold them close to my heart because Tony Hawk. Yeah. What was the level, Sam? Was it warehouse? Have you checked?
No, I did say that earlier. I knew it was warehouse.
It was warehouse. Okay.
I wanted to give proper credit to whichever multinational, multi-million-dollar capitalist corporation made it, but I can't find their name, so screw him. How old is Tony Hawk? What's your guess? Oh, that was stupid. It was Vans made it. I could have answered. That would have been.
That would make
easy.
far more sense. And Tony Hawk's in his 40s, isn't he?
No, he's 52, is he not?
There's 40 from Nadia.
52.
I said 40s.
Sorry, is Buttspot being naughty?
Considering I call the butt trees Tony Butt Prostate, that butt was perfect.
Yeah, Hotspot recently has been having a kind of a breakdown.
he has been going a bit. Yeah.
My guess is like, can I say early 50s?
52, 53, something about that.
Andy, you were bang on at the very beginning. He is 52.
52, thank you. Big fan,
The
big
eagle
fan.
man, the
Big fan.
bald eagle himself,
America!
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk. Perfect.
Tony Honk, he's a goose.
Honk. Don't.
I
Where's
do
all my
remember
cards?
you absolutely shredding me at Pro Tony
Yeah,
Hawk.
never play against me at Tony Hawk. It's not a good idea.
Class games, just
Really not a good idea. So I have actually Nadia mentioned it before we came on there. Fall Guys is getting a big update. Do you know what they called the update? They tweeted it.
Oh,
yesterday.
it was something to do with the big feckin' hammer.
So they're calling the update Big Yeetus and Anti-Cheetus.
Yes.
It's my favorite company.
I heard about that, like Cheaters Island. Or something.
Yeah, so Michelle showed me a video last night. Actually, I'm going to put the video on screen so you guys can see. Hopefully, I queue it up on the right desktop because I now have 3 bloody screens and I can't remember which one's which.
Were those new? When I popped by the shop earlier, I was like, "Oh, 3 screens."
3 monitors, brah.
Is that what?
So I'm just going to put it on the background as we talk. So this is a video by Bonnie Kiwi, a friend of ours, and it's basically Bonnie Kiwi. R-CADE. And there's loads of hackers in Fall Guys at the moment. You see them flying around the screen.
Yeah.
which is not right. These guys are colossal DCKs with tiny pee-pee. But yeah, there's a particular level at Seesaw, the Seesaw level, where they messed up everybody's game really badly. But Michelle showed me this last night. It was hilarious. The cheats are massive fannies, CJ. Yes, thank you, thank you. Shotgun Wells! Sorry, I missed Shotgun Wells there. Hello, Shotgun Wells. Hi,
I screamed it in silence.
In silence. You mouthed it.
I screamed it in real life.
So what you'll notice is everybody's sitting on the pink seesaw, and there's one cheater on the yellow seesaw, but he's not on top of the seesaw.
Yeah.
He's underneath the seesaw.
I see you, my guy.
And he's stopping anyone from getting to the end of the level because he's keeping it at an angle that nobody can jump onto. You'll see so many people trying to jump onto. And just going, whee, whee.
I like how they do try. It's like, you know, in Mad Max where they're like, witness! And then they just dive onto it.
We're all at the mercy of his tiny pee-pee.
Man, you're spoiling the video for me.
Sorry.
I'm on delay.
The problem is that that essentially what their original thing was is that once you got to the end of the level, that would then detect that you were cheating and then cut you out.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you're in the middle, it's
a bit poop.
Just drop out.
Doesn't really work.
Leave.
This goes on for a while, but I will say they do eventually get to go because he gets bored and flies over to the finish line, as you can see. Stupid monkey.
Hey.
So yeah, hackers are rife in Fall Guys at the moment, and it's not cool, really not cool. So hopefully they with the new update they manage to get rid of a lot of that, and make it a better game. I haven't encountered any hackers. I don't know if it's because I'm playing on PS4. Actually. It might be a PC only thing. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen too many of them on PC.
Yeah, so it's a bit weird.
I just think they're getting a bit more bold with it since they know they're all getting kicked out of it soon.
Botana says he has. Shotgun Wells is like, what a tit!
I believe it's a titbit.
It's a titbit. Thank you, Sam. Mick, thank you, mate. See you next time, mate. Thank you for joining us. I'm waving at that camera because I'm used to that camera being on, but I'm on this camera now. So everyone wave to this side for no reason.
I think my cat's just totally keeled over.
Thanks, Lewis. So yeah, Fall Guys update coming soon.
Dead cat in the windowsill.
Nope.
I think Lewis also mentioned the next piece of gaming news that I want to talk about, which is the well, there's the possible announcement from Sony with some PS5 news tomorrow. Is the rumor? Last week it was also tomorrow.
But is it not
the
Thursday? I've now looked it up, but it's not Thursday.
Is it now Thursday? It's the day after tomorrow,
Thursday's
possibly then.
I will double check what I just read 2 seconds ago, but
but there was a leak, I believe. Lewis, was it Lewis or Nadia mentioned a leak, possibly of the pricing on another website. I have looked it up. It's from a website called El Corte Inglés.
That doesn't sound like it's English.
It's a Spanish website.
Spanish retailer, yes, absolutely right. There's a Spanish retailer called El Corte Inglés, and supposedly the two different versions, the discless and the disc. I love saying discless. I think it's a great word. The discless and the disc versions are going to retail at €399 and €499 respectively. But that is a leak. So take that with a pinch of salt. I think there were also leaks on the French version of Amazon last week, which were similar but not quite the same. Just looking it up now. £450. Sorry, £400 and £450 were the leaks from the French retailer or French version of Amazon last week. So
I thought it was supposed to be cheaper than that.
No, it's not. It's not a walkie-talkie. So
you can get walkie-talkies for that price. Don't mock the don't mock the talk.
Don't mock the mock if you can't talk the walk. What?
In addition to what I said previously, so the PlayStation 5 showcase will take place on Thursday, the 17th of September at 6 AM AEST. What the hell that's?
Okay, so
Eastern
6
time.
AM Eastern start time.
It says AEST, but I assume that's wrong. So yeah, it'll be Eastern.
that American Eastern, maybe it means? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe,
No,
I
because
don't know.
they're the only Eastern.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say the only ones with Eastern and
Is
what's
A
Western
East?
too?
Is it not Australian Eastern Standard Time?
Maybe.
Maybe. Shout.
But yeah, so apparently that's when the showcase is, but I think that's more to do about games that are coming out as opposed to. But they might actually announce stuff.
Okay. Tatana says it's tomorrow.
You're lying. It said Thursday. Somebody said Thursday. Although 6
if
a.m.
it's-
somewhere might be Thursday.
I was gonna
might
say
be
with
tomorrow
time difference.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, it
that
is.
might be.
If it is like Australia, they'll be like
Then yeah.
way ahead.
It's 6 a.m. somewhere.
There you go. Wednesday, September 16th at 1 p.m. Pacific,
the
9
website I
p.m.
just wrote
British, and
said
10 p.m. Central
6
Eastern.
A.M. EST,
That's from Sony's website.
which made less sense. So I don't know.
That's okay. Totana, thank you for fact checking. And Nadia, sorry for Totana.
I did fact check, but it probably is because it's a completely other part of the world, which makes sense because 6 a.m. for any showcase seems a bit odd.
Sure, that's fair. So yeah, keep your peepers peeled. Keep your tidbits at the ready. For
Only 450 tidbits for your next.
for some Sony news. Hopefully tomorrow, if you're in this part of the world. Final piece for me to wrap up the gaming news super quick is that the 38th annual Golden Joystick Awards is coming in November.
Sam, don't. Whatever you're about to say, don't.
Sam, keep your
Nothing.
golden joystick to yourself.
I just need to ask, what do they win? And is it exclusively paid to them in tidbits?
I'm not going to feel embarrassed about that. I'm quite happy with that. I thought it was quite winning.
Quite winning.
Quite winning. Quite winning. Thank you. Like kill winning. That's a.
I've heard of there.
That's a place.
That is a place. I don't know where I was going with that.
My hair is just doing a mad swoop thing today.
Let's go.
Oh, there's a cat.
The cat is alive.
So yeah, Golden Joystick Awards coming back in November. It will be online, of course, this year with the coronavirus pandemic. But the shortlists are coming at the end of this month. So my question to you people, what would be your game of the year from the Golden Joysticks from everything that was released up until November last year? So November 2019 till now, what would be your game of the year?
What games came out?
I can't remember. Like, here's the thing. I can't
Time
remember.
doesn't exist.
Like, yeah, time doesn't exist. I can't remember what I played. I can't remember what I played. For one.
So, I've got 2 straight suggestions already.
Yeah.
Neither of which I've
Both are
played.
baseball.
Neither of which I've played, nor am I going to play. But I think that the mass success that was both Assassin's Creed New Horizons and The Last of Us 2. That was a joke, by the way. Animal Crossing New Horizons and The Last of Us 2 both did so well commercially. Animal Crossing was hyped up within the gaming community. It came at a time which was the most success for it early in lockdown for most major video game consuming countries. The Last of Us 2 was hyped up not only by people within the gaming community, but it for some reason had a weird crossover effect into mainstream. There was a lot of people who were excited to get it who don't normally get excited to play other than Call of Duty. So I think both of those have pretty good cases from both mass consumption and excitement factor.
So Dr. CJ in the chat saying Red Dead released on when was Red Dead released on PC? Because Sader says Persona 5 Royal and Last of Us 2 will probably get all the accolades.
So this isn't a game that I've ever played, but Jedi Fallen Order, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay.
When was release?
It was 2019 because I just double checked.
Yeah, I've got the full release actually of all major releases. I've got a full list here from January 2020, so I'm missing the last month of last year. But yeah, I can see. I don't know. I might put it on screen. Do you want me to put it on screen? You guys would be late, but
So I
Chatting
think because essentially I can't remember the last time so many folks hate a game story, and it was Last of Us 2. I
Yeah.
think
True.
that was a certain draw for people who weren't necessarily interested in the first place. Because fair enough, it's not like a game story, but when you get absolute crybaby gamer boys getting so upset about it, there was a certain subsection of people who
I
went, I
think you're
just want
from
to play this.
Minnesota.
It's like they're just the games.
But so
Strong women.
regardless of who it is or what their complaints were about the storyline, whether they're from Minnesota or not, is that a knock against it winning Game of the Year, or does Golden Joystick
no.
not care?
Because I think it critically got quite good.
Right.
Things.
But is there a
It was
balance
just-
there?
I'm saying that I think the reason why a lot of people started playing it that would have necessarily played it in the first place is because they went, oh, these guys are being crybabies about it. I want to check this out now.
True.
Because I almost wanted to play it because of that, and then I just went, nah, it's not really actually my thing. But
Yeah, so big hitters for me this year probably would be Animal Crossing, as I mentioned. Last of Us 2 was also a big release this year.
Doom was this
Doom
year.
Eternal was also this year. That got released the
same
same
time
day
Animal Crossing.
as
I
Animal
was
Crossing.
waiting. I was waiting for my turn to speak. I was going
I'm
to be like,
sorry, 'cause
Doom Eternal.
I just got it onto the list. I just stopped the list and went, oh, Doom! Half-Life Alyx also came out. That could potentially win some awards as well. Because that was
I've
that
heard
pushed.
very little about that, good or bad.
Well, yeah, it pushed VR in the right direction, I think, and a lot of people were very happy with how it turned out. But it wasn't because so many people don't have access to VR, and there's not a user base there to be able to shout it from the rafters, you know. So people who have VR were very happy with it, but it didn't really break the market like it should have if it had a bigger user base.
Yeah, because you had Half-Life Alyx, and even again forgetting that Doom had actually even came out this year, because I think there was hype for it for about a week, and then I didn't hear much then afterwards. Oh, I know what's going to win. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist.
Link Evolution.
Link Evolution.
Yeah.
Lewis can expand on this because he was the one that was going to bring up Doom. Nadia mentioned there was 1 week of hype. In my recollection, the week of hype was just surrounding the fact it was releasing on the same day as Animal Crossing, and people found that funny.
I did the whole name thing. Yeah.
Lewis, was there substantial positive reviews from people after it released?
Well, it definitely critically got rated very well. It stayed true to a lot of the original. It stayed true to the whole Doom feeling of just rip and tear.
Yeah.
It's that's such a quick look there. It's 9 out of 10 on Steam. It's got an average audience rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars. So it
did it get though? So critically, yeah. But we've just talked about how both Animal Crossing and Last of Us had quite a big audience response. Do you think Doom is on the same level? Also high world.
I wouldn't say so, because Doom isn't a multiplayer game, so obviously not everyone's talking to each other like Animal Crossing. But sorry about that trill. You guys can hear that.
Yeah. That's only a little bit. Only a little bit.
Okay. I switched this mic so it'd be less sensitive.
I noticed.
And then there's also the fact that Last of Us got a lot of stuff because of its what's the word I'm looking for here?
Contentious story.
There was a lot of drama.
A lot of drama around the game. Word for that, but so I think it just didn't have you hear about multiplayer games more than you hear about single player games anyway.
I think Doom came out being a Doom game, which is what everyone expected, so no one was particularly the people who wanted the Doom game enjoyed it and played it.
Didn't mind.
And it didn't then create a storm in any particular way, so the people who got it were happy with it, and the people who were never going to play it were then never going to maybe check into it.
They're going to do anything with it anyway, so
which is unfortunate these days, but like when you do have games that are actually probably pretty good, but because there was nothing dramatic about what was going on with them, like there was no issue with people being overworked to make it, or that it was clashing with something else, or that there was problems with the storyline in itself. It doesn't really get. I forgot. Did Untitled Goose Game come out this year?
That's I think that's what Dr. CJ is referring to.
I was gonna say there's a few other big hitters. So Streets of Rage 4 got a really good write-up when that was released this year. Untitled Goose Game. Obviously Star Wars was mentioned by Lewis, and then it's been mentioned in the chat. Dead by Daylight's getting a big shout out in the chat as well, but that is because it went cross-platform and a lot of people are now playing it. But it wasn't. Was it released?
No, it's been
year?
out for years.
It's been out for years, but it just got a big patch, wasn't it?
It just got a patch because half of it was bugged up to hell.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like still in early access?
No, Dead by Daylight. No.
No, I think it was Blues. Right.
I must be thinking of something else.
Obviously, there was also what was the other big ones?
My Hero Academia One's Justice 2. Which I forgot came out this year that I was really excited for, that I pre-ordered, that I've played 3 hours of. Video games.
There's of course.
The initial release of Dead by Daylight was 2016.
2016. There you go. 4-year-old game.
my
Also,
God.
there was the release of Valorant officially, and Hyperscape went official as well this year, which are also big shooters.
I think
Especially
Valorant will. Yeah,
Valorant might get a lot of love. Yeah.
Borderlands 3, because that also came out. No,
Borderlands 3 was last year, wasn't it?
Last year. It's only that it came to thingy.
It only got off of Epic. Underneath Epic.
That's why I always feel like
this
it's
year.
much more.
It feels like a new release because of Steam. Yeah.
In the interest of time, what are the other categories? And we'll just give right off top of each of our heads.
Well, I just wanted to talk about biggest, game of the year. That's the only one I wanted to go with, to be honest.
Pokemon Cafe Mix.
Pokemon Cafe Mix on Nintendo Switch. I downloaded that just to try it out, and it was alright. It's pretty fun.
I've written on my hand that I noticed as you were scrolling through a game called Dead or School, which I'm interested to just Google.
That sounds like a horrifying anime we watched recently.
What one?
Corpse Party? Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima also released this year.
Oh!
I just seen a game called Blaster Master.
Yeah, Blaster Master. That's an iconic game.
We also can't forget SpongeBob Krusty's Cook-Off.
No.
iOS and Android.
No. Speaking of cooking games, Cooking Mama.
Oh yeah, that was up there.
The one that wasn't supposed to be released, or the company that made it didn't know that it got released because the publisher released it without the developer's knowledge and then didn't give them any of the freaking money for it. Yeah, that was good fun.
If you would like to see what games we like so much we bought them, you can go to arcade.com and have a look at the games list for our arcade cafe, which is currently closed, but will be reopening at some point in future.
None of them are recent.
None of them are recent, but they are some of the best games throughout history of time. Go and have a look at that.
Thank you.
I also want to maybe get Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions because I love anime sports games.
Is it the Ryman game? This one?
Ryman's like the station.
Ryman.
Just collecting different pens.
Little mad otter looking thing.
I mean, Wasteland 3 also came out, but it is too much money. So I just don't have an opinion on it right now.
Crusader Kings also came out. Apparently people are enjoying
True.
that.
Nice. Anyway, that's the gaming news for this week. Look out for the shortlist for the Golden Joystick Awards at the end of this month. You'll have the chance to vote yourself online. So go to the website when you see it going live. Anyway, time to move on to our next piece. And that should be this. R-CADE.
One of the terrorists is trying to tell us something. It's me! It's me! Looks like he's saying, kiss me, kiss me. Smart-ass motherfucker.
I'll let you guys catch up with that. That was.
I'm not listening to the audio.
That's the new intro. I'll let you guys catch up with it. Welcome to Rush Mountmore, ladies and gentlemen. With our all new frame for Rush Mountmore as well. There's Abe Lincoln looking down on Sam from the side. Sam, can you explain what Rush Mountmore is for the ladies and gentlemen at home, please?
Welcome to Rush Mountmore. You're looking at us, the cast, crew, characters, and staff of Arcade Glasgow at 146 Salt Market, Glasgow, where you can go on our website and see the cool stuff we do. We're also people with opinions, likes, dislikes, hates, loves. True loves, maybe. Like Abraham Lincoln staring at me.
Abraham Lincoln.
True loves.
Abraham. Abraham Lincoln. Basically, the way that Rush Mountmore works is we each get given a topic and 30 seconds to come up with our Mount Rushmore, of that particular topic, which means your top 4 in no particular order. The greatest, the best icons of their time, and 100% racist. So, we don't get racist here, we get fun, loving, smooth, fun-loving criminals.
Smith.
No, the fun-loving criminals?
Fun-loving Smithimals.
Scooby Skacks.
Scooby
Skags.
Skags. Speaking of Borderlands 3,
Belma. Anyway, this is Rush Mountmore. So, who would like to go first this week?
as I'm ill-prepared, can I go last?
Sure. I have Lewis this week, so I will go first.
I'll time because Andy's ill prepared.
Thank you.
I can time. I can time. I'm usually the timer. So, Lewis, I was trying to think of one. And because our streams always inevitably have someone eating, and you are the one this week in particular, and you're in quite a chilled setup with your new LED lights, but I did think of this earlier, but it's just very convenient. I've given you 30 seconds. Please give me your Rush Mountmore of chill out snacks.
Okay, so crispy coated peanuts from Tesco, beautiful. Toffee popcorn, it's just so good with the film. Chocolate raisins, I know that's going to be a contentious one, no one's going to like that. Yep. The Dairy Milk chocolate bar, that's the Marvelous Creations, that's got popping candy, Smarties, and then little jelly in it. Those are my top.
That is time. I've got several comments, half of them not good. Chocolate raisins.
Chocolate pretzels!
Oh, dude.
Chocolate raisins ain't that good. Yogurt banana chips are better.
No.
Both are good.
Lewis, have you tried the new Dairy Milk bar that's blueberry and something? Blueberry.
Yes. It's out of the blueberry.
Because it's not blueberry. The blueberry is the same as the jelly beans from the Marvelous Creations. It tastes.
And there is also coconut one,
which is good.
And then there's another one which I don't know what it is.
The other one's
hard to find out what the coconut one actually was. Because I was like, I was quite into this and to be like a bounty.
It was weird. I didn't like coconut one.
I
should have liked it, but I didn't.
I would like to note here, by the way, that and I'm really pleased this is happening every week, that Cider Schneider will now give us their
he'll answer
without the time constraints there.
Takes his time. Yeah, this is mine. Yeah.
Which, by the way,
snacks. That is a meal.
Meteors are fire though.
Domino's pizza's not a snack.
They're
really good.
Prawn cocktail crisps are better than prawn cocktail.
Jimbo McGrimbo is heavily judging. They said, I don't know what's going on, but whoever said they like chocolate raisins, I don't like you.
Jimbo, I'm with you, mate. I don't like chocolate raisins either. Raisins can get in the bin.
Start a fight.
Right,
you hired me, so you have to deal.
No, more for you.
With my likes and dislikes.
No, you can take the ones I don't. You can take the things I don't like. That's fine. I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Yeah. You can leave your friends behind
each other.
Better be.
Because your friends don't snack.
You guys
snack.
Enjoy your chocolate-covered grapes, weirdo.
Hey, look, who here?
Yogurt-covered raisins are also.
Yogurt-covered anything is great.
So
you know what makes a cereal bar better? Covering it in effing yogurt.
Yeah.
No, I've had yogurt-covered pineapple, and that nearly made me hit the bulk.
Oh.
So you had pineapple. That was your first mistake. Yeah.
Just eat the grapes. Drive them out.
So I like raisins and I like grapes. I do not like currants. I don't like sultanas.
Oh, okay.
Dehydrated fruits are just
very specific, Nadia. I like
stuff, man.
Yeah,
what about
sultanas are
actually
kind of squishy and it's weird.
Dehydrated mango is really nice.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
Dehydrated apricot.
Oh, now you're talking.
For sure.
Can I?
Papaya, alright.
That's fine.
Sam, sorry.
Who here is a yays and nays for chocolate-covered fruit, like chocolate fondue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on the fruit for the most part. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think, which way round is it? My dad likes chocolate covered bananas, but he doesn't like banana flavored chocolate. But then he likes strawberry flavored chocolate, but doesn't like chocolate covered strawberries.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Totana. I wouldn't trust anything Andrew gave me that was yogurt covered. I'd be too worried it's mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
You know, a realistic fear.
He doesn't have it in the shop.
No, it's what?
He
Well, I've
doesn't
got
have it in the
Sriracha.
arcade physical storefront.
I've got Sriracha mayo. That's close enough for me. It's close enough.
Kind of goes to the public, but if you go
I
to our
did end up
website when it
eating it.
launches on the 25th of September, you
by
can
the
get
way-
all of our goodies online.
Well, I have
Also
a bone to pick with you, Sam. Why did you get 7 barbecue sauces?
I actually got 8, so they forgot
No,
one.
but why all barbecue? What is wrong with you?
Because I couldn't remember which ones you liked. I was pretty sure there'd be ketchup in the shop, so I just went with barbecue because I think I'm weird for liking the
Okay,
sweet and sour,
okay.
and like 1% of McDonald's people like curry. Also,
Sweet and
I
sour's
love
nice.
Gordon
Sweet
sauce.
curry is the best sauce. And
I
Michelle's
why
sweet
is there
chili.
barbecue in the house? Why is there is there barbecue in the shop? What's going on?
Sam
got-
bought me
I didn't
nuggies.
just get them tarts. I got them McDonald's. As
We
well.
got McDonald's and strawberry tarts, guys.
Ah,
Just to make you
pineapple
feel,
tart.
just to make you feel
Oh,
more
thank
unloved.
you.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. You
still
can
have some
support.
left.
You can support this tart with tidbits on my new Patreon.
Tart bits, get it right.
Did you guys go into the eating booth when you?
Michelle was in the eating booth. Yes,
I
yes. she
slid
was.
it underneath. I
Yeah,
slid it
the
into the
rage
sin bin.
It's the rage game.
Anyway,
I
who's
love
next
it,
on Rush Mountmore? Who's next?
Who wants to go next?
Ah,
We spent 10
well,
minutes on
I-
Lewis.
Since I've just been Andrew,
Yep.
I have you.
Oh, okay, Lewis. Okay.
I would like to know, because you've been working in the shop quite a lot, doing a lot of modding throughout the day.
Thank you.
past
Yes.
few
I've been
weeks,
working my tidbits off.
Yeah, your tidbits off. What are your Mount Rushmore, so your top 4 of your favorite Game Boy shell colors?
Oh, interesting. Original or any? I'm assuming any.
Any.
Okay, thank you. I love just the plain white now, just that clean white color. Translucent orange would come in second. Translucent green is a pretty close third to orange, and then finally classic just purple. I love translucent ones more than solid colors. It has to be said.
Well, yeah.
I was gonna go like
that
pure like
translucent
matte
purple
black
we got.
goth black, but the translucent colors are better, I think. Although saying that, the I haven't finished using this yet. The soft touch matte black is absolutely phenomenal. It's so lovely. I mean, the shininess of the buttons like contrasts with the
What
matte
is
black.
that? Velvet?
It is gorgeous.
It looks beautiful, but it also looks kind of olive green, like army
looks
green.
like a
That's just my
pure
lighting. Don't worry, that's,
Yeah.
that is, that's
Why?
just the lighting. But this is, I love that matte black finish. You know that soft touch?
Yeah, but sensory issues and also Jim.
Sam, are you okay? Are you?
It takes scars and stuff too much.
Translucent but aged like milk.
The translucent
yeah.
green Game Boy Advance that you worked on.
The Game Boy Advance, the sort of toxic nuclear kind of thing that we had going. Where is it?
Tana says that looks like Sega made a Game Boy, and I am there for it.
This bad boy here.
Bad boy.
That looks
So
yellow.
pretty. It is. Well, it's like a very lime green, like super bright lime green. And it actually glows under UV light as well, which I discovered the other day when I only had the main big light on, and it was like, oh, it was beautiful, so beautiful. Anyway, those are my favorite colors.
Justify to Jimbo McCrimble. It was not simply the butt aspect of it. It was that it came out of nowhere. And also, I don't like someone describing butts aging like milk, as it implies they develop a chunkier texture that is more squidgelicious.
Squidgelicious.
I am very composed, thank you. I run this shit.
You're not supposed to eat milk. I can just like.
You are. It's called cheese.
Michelle,
Or yogurt.
I got my 4 in the 30 seconds and then went on to other stuff. Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Squidgelicious.
if Andy still needs time, I can go.
No, I'm good. I'm ready.
got the phone.
But Nadia, you can go. Well, I'm in the order if we're doing this. Like we're.
Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah.
That's kind of works. So I've got Nadia this week. And I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready, Nadia?
Mhm.
Okay, this week I would like your Rush Mountmore of pets that you have met. Doesn't have to be your own pets, it could be anybody else's pets. So pets that you have met.
My cat Bob, because she's
First, number one.
absolutely freaking amazing.
Yep.
The cat I was telling Sam about earlier that had a squished face and like couldn't breathe properly and like purred like it was suffocating. It was the best cat ever. My grandparents' old dog Laddie, who was a Rottweiler Beagle mix, and
That's a mix,
3 seconds.
and my aunt and uncle's rats. They used to have.
Ooh, just in there.
How many rats do they have?
They had maybe about 6, but a couple of them were super friendly.
So you could just been like rats and then been done
Rats
quickest.
have been done.
Like
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
So no, they were super cute. Because rats are super cute. And the dog was he was a Rottweiler Beagle mix, but obviously back then he was just a Heinz 57. Because back then it was just called a mutt, and apparently, and now it's like, here's the thing that we all need this. It would be called a Regal now. Maybe, but he was absolutely a fantastic dog.
Me and Sam are equally confused.
I just realised, as I was sitting there being confused, I realised I looked slightly like Matthew Perry with a beard, and I decided to try and go with it.
Nice. Alright, who's last up?
Yeah, someone's screaming at me. Someone else time.
Lewis, can you time? I've got to do a thing.
Okay.
Still catching up with myself.
So Sam,
Aye.
once the timer
Aye.
I don't know what that was. I was busy reading Battlebee's comic
Aye.
with Tiny Paws, and then my brain
Aye.
started thinking about capybaras, and now I'm scared.
Aye.
Okay, Sam, give me your top 4 sports anime.
Oh.
Right off the bat, it's easily Kuroko no Basuke, which is one of my favourite animes ever, and my current favourite, Ahiru no Sora, which is both emotional and very intense and also funny. I generally think it's an amazing anime that everyone should watch. I'm going to say Hajime no Ippo because I'm watching that right now and it's been super enjoyable. And then I'm going to say one that I've not watched yet, but I'm interested to see, which is Eye Shield 21, which is a 90s American football anime. But I also want to watch, because that one was my, I've not seen it, but I'd like to. Haikyuu is good, but I ran out of steam with that after the first season. It was just a lot. It was a lot, but it is very fun, and if you can get locked in, good. And I want to watch the anime that's about rugby.
Have you ever watched Prince of Tennis?
Prince of Tennis, I don't know if I'll get round
That's
to
a
it.
riot.
Is it
I
good?
love that. I'm just like, halfway through it, you're just like, this isn't physically possible. But then again,
That's
so
always
is
a bit.
most sports anime.
Well, so I like. Oh, I forgot Slam Dunk, but Slam Dunk pissed me off because of the ending of that anime. Ahiru no Sora, because the famous basketball anime Kuroko no Basket is all like, oh, we have superpowers, but they just kind of say, no, they're just really, really good. Like, no, that bat is flying.
It's invisible now.
How does that work? Whereas Ahiru no Sora is all grounded in actual basketball terminology and technique and explaining how different things work, which is what I love in a sports anime where they're like, yeah, I mean, we're going to do some awesome stuff that most people can't do, but you can still do it, and here's the explanation why. I've just caught up to where it's being released, and they've just introduced rival to main character who was coached by main character's mum, but they've never met, which I'd love to hear that, hear the mum explain how that worked. Like, you trained this person for 10 years, or did it not come up? I thought I mentioned him.
Just like, I know your mom, by the way. What?
That's basically what happens as well.
So it's not like
what's her
mum's
name?
estranged. It's like
No.
mom's how was working. She'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Have you not seen,
Go on,
there's a
talk
base,
about
now
it.
that you're getting into, you're doing the whole baseball game stuff, there's a baseball one, is it Diamond No Ace?
Yeah, I should watch that actually.
You'll probably love that, yeah.
Because of the volleyball episode.
What's that implying? Because I feel like I know what it's implying, and I'm offended.
Oh,
I feel like any time volleyball's mentioned in anime, it's immediately
no,
Oh.
like, Hunter x Hunter has a volleyball episode where they use superpowers to play volleyball.
Okay, this is.
It's a legit thing that happens.
So Tana, can you tell us, does Sarazanmai have any sports in it at all? Just curious. Just curious. Asking for a friend.
What was I saying? There was like a thing. There was a thing in my head. Oh,
your brain.
I mentioned earlier the video game came up, and I said I want to play the game, but I also want to watch the TV show. Captain Tsubasa looks interesting, but probably the more recent series, just because I like 90s anime like Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop because I'm a basic anime watcher.
Beach. Yeah.
But I don't like 90s chibi animation. I don't really like chibi animation generally, but 90s chibi animation just looks a bit. I don't like watching it. So an 80s chibi animation is even stranger. So I think I'll be watching the remake of Captain Tsubasa rather than the 1985 version. Anyway, that's longer than that segment's supposed to go. Actually, no, I've ended perfectly in time.
Perfectly on time. You know what that means? It's time for this.
R-CADE. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal. It's a game about puns and celebrity names. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal. We can get you involved.
So, ladies and gentlemen, to Shaquille O'Neal. Bold outlines. That was amazing. Thank you, Totana. I updated Sam's thing. I got his permission first.
No,
do you like our new frame by any chance? Anybody? I should update on the stream in a minute.
I see his face.
He's
but
just working.
It's just 2 eyeballs and a beard.
He's somewhere here, I think.
So, welcome to Shaquille O'Neal. Sam, how does this work?
I'm introducing a second thing because Andy's new strategy is to get rid of all of the games I made up in the first half an hour. This is Shaquille O'Neal. It's a game about a game about puns and celebrity names, as you heard from the jingle.
The jingle, yeah.
Basically, we spin a wheel with Shaq's face on it. There are currently 50 celebrities' names on it. I had to decrease it because there were complaints. Whichever celebrity's name comes up, we have to go around our little table here, our little virtual table, and each of us has to come up with a name pun based on that celebrity's name. For example, Shaquille O'Neal. I'm trying to think of one that I haven't done before, but I'll just do my usual basic one. Shaquille O'Neal's favourite colour is blue. Shaquille O'Teal. There is an example. Shaquille O'Neal is actually Noel Edmonds. Shaquille O'Deal or no deal. So we'll spin the wheel. We'll see who we get. We'll start with Lewis. Yes, so, try and think of a pun. We'll then move on to Nadia, and then Andrew, and then me, and then Lewis. Nadia has the crown, which will one day be a real crown.
All right, no, Nadia won the second one last time, didn't she?
It will one day be a real crown.
Yeah.
But I've got one behind me. It's on top of that sombrero, so there will be a crown one day. I'll bring that to the shop, and that'll be the official crown.
Right, no, what I'll do is, for next week, I will put a little crown symbol on whoever is the current champion on the screen. So there'll be a crown within your window.
Oh, and you can like your streak.
Yeah.
The real benefit is that when we're back in the shop doing these live together, the benefit to winning Shaquille O'Neal is that you get to wear the crown until you lose.
Fair.
And then we have to have a coronation ceremony for whoever.
Eventually, that just becomes you have to wear the crown.
You have to wear the crown.
You just have to shower with it on. Dress on. It's glued there.
It'll be good marketing because a lot of strangers will be like, "Why are you wearing a crown?" And then you're like, "Well, here's the reason." Have you seen our Twitch channel or our YouTube channel or our Patreon at patreon.com/R-CADE Glasgow?
What really bothers me is the click to spin or press control enter.
They're not centered.
No, it's so annoying.
Don't blame me; it's a website thing.
Okay, so I'm spinning the wheel. Here we go. The name for this week is.
I hate being on a delay for this part.
You're gonna need to catch me up.
I'm pretty delayed.
Oh, it's gonna center as well. This is gonna be beautiful. Oh no. Oh, it's Johnny Depp. Yeah, that's nice. I like that one. That one should be
Johnny Depp. Okay, Lewis,
Johnny
take us
Depp.
away.
Johnny Depp is a small rise before a doorway.
Damn it.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp joins 2 well-known comedians, Ronnie Depp.
Johnny Depp God. I'm out already. I can't even.
Are you taking it? You're out. All right. So
I can't. I actually can't.
So
My brain is
we all-
elsewhere.
We
It's elsewhere.
all
So sorry.
take a breath, and then I go. Johnny Depp is a pretty person from Scotland. Bonnie Depp.
Johnny Depp is has borrowed money from the mafia. Johnny Depp.
I thought that was coming up. That's fine. I'll accept that because I was thinking of it as well.
Johnny Depp has started impersonating cats online. Johnny Blip.
Okay. Johnny Depp features on a song with what's her name? With two female rappers, Johnny Wep.
Johnny Depp is
That's how they
Is
say
it-
it in the song.
Alright.
Johnny Depp is a cheerleader. Johnny Pep.
Okay.
Johnny Depp has taken to a life of crime. Connie Depp.
Okay. Johnny Depp is worried about his street cred, Johnny's rep.
Nice.
I had that one. Johnny Depp.
Give people in trouble for doing it in the comments.
Yeah, go on our Discord. We've got a whole section for this.
Don't
Also-
do it in the comments because otherwise we end up not being able to use certain things.
Let me just put this
Lose
one.
control.
Johnny Depp stumbled while walking down a path. Johnny misstep.
Okay.
Johnny Depp's been hitting the gym. Brawny Depp.
Nice.
Johnny Depp is a very, very thin French pancake, Johnny Crepe.
Johnny Depp is an amazing fighter pilot. Johnny Intercept.
Johnny Depp is taking a real interest in garden maintenance. Lonnie Depp.
Johnny Depp is Bambi, Fonny Depp.
Johnny Depp cries. Johnny Wep.
I got distracted by Michelle putting something in,
Yeah, stop.
so I've completely lost what I was talking about. Sorry,
Are you out? Oh, the crown is tumbling. Alright, it's me next.
Take a breath.
Yep, I've taken my breath. No, I can't think of one. Lewis, you've won. Congratulations.
Johnny Depp had the broom. Johnny swept.
Can I also add, like, unfortunate STI, like, that's hepatitis. Hepatitis? It's not just as an STI, is it?
Bye, squirrel. Love you.
Bye, squirrel.
Bye.
Not an STD.
Bye.
Alright,
It's not
Gary's
hepatitis,
already
it's
popped
needles.
up. Oh, you can get hep. Yeah, but a penis is like a needle.
Ha!
Never
Thanks,
really
Sam.
liked
Thanks for
it.
that.
I
Thanks
was
for
betrayed by Michelle,
People.
unfortunately, so that's...
that. That was the fastest shaquille ever.
I had
You've only
like
done it twice.
slept.
It's true,
Yeah,
and I went out
except-
without even thinking of anything because I'm trying to juggle everything else. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Sorry for stealing your one like right away.
That's all right. That's fine. Gives us more time for the next piece, which is this.
We must be quick.
What's the Elvish word for friend?
Oh no, Tony's uploaded something.
It's time for Return of the Thing!
Turn up the thing.
Lewis is staring intently at his toilet door. Toilet door? Door. Just keep going. He says, keep going. Okay. Hello, Magic Marcus.
I literally just keep going
Yeah, but this is
where
his thing.
it's his thing.
This is alright. I'll make up something.
So this is the part of the show where we are all given a scenario from
There
a
we go.
movie, and we've all basically got to decide if we were in that situation, what we would do.
Thank you.
In the past have been, if you were in the Matrix, would you take the red pill or the blue pill, or what would you do in Jurassic Park? And there goes his cat.
If this was Space Jam,
Lewis, turn off your camera, man. Turn off your
Lewis is
camera.
getting evicted as we watch. The people from Can't Pay will take it away and just dragging everything out. He'll be sitting on the truck, bumping around, going like, "I'm on my way to my new home in Leicester." But in the meantime, this week I want you to tell me what you're doing Back to the Future.
This is the most literal version of Return of the Thing ever, because Lewis has to return the thing.
Why is Lewis the thing that's getting returned to Leicester?
Can someone please clip that? I don't have the power, but I really like my joke.
Okay. So as Nadia,
we can just wait because I mean
it's okay. We'll explain the game again.
Went fast.
So as Nadia succinctly described the game, basically we're given a scenario, and we have to each of us discuss how we would react or how would we act when placed into a specific scenario. I've lost my chat because I pulled it over to the wrong screen. Hi, Dad, says Mish. What is going on? That's Imagine Marcus. We've lost Lewis. He'll be back in a minute.
In reference to our earlier conversation about sports anime, and the thing I was referring to where it's like main character gets introduced to new rival is a kid coached by his mum in secret. So I'm going to give you a mini Return of the Thing, which is just what would you do if you finally met by accident the child that your mum loved more than you?
Is that not just my brother?
Again, that would just be my brother as well, so yeah.
I'm kidding, I don't know if Andy's kidding.
No. But then, no.
She refers to him as a baby on Facebook every day. So.
I don't know how I would react in that situation, Sam. That's a toughie.
I don't know, as a mini thing, because I watched it this week, I thought it'd be a good thing to just throw out there. But it is slightly dark, so I don't know. Now trying to think about, if you met Shaquille O'Neal, what would you do?
Look up.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I'm not a basketball fan, so I just be like, "Hi."
You're tall. Would you tell him about
like a ridiculous photo?
Would you tell him about the game we play?
No.
Ooh.
No.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna go with mine because I've had a Return of the Thing prepared for weeks. But it's been Lewis's thing. Oh no! Oh!
It's the Return of the Thing!
It's the Return of the Thing!
Hello, a brass nut was missing, so yeah.
So your dad went all squirrel looking for.
My entire family came in to look for it. Everyone that was home.
Did you return the thing though? Is that good? Did you find it?
Because apparently it's not here. So.
Why would it be in your room? Do you see shiny things? And
why would it be in my room? Because everything in the bathroom is in my room.
This is true.
Fair,
the entire bathroom's in your room.
He's kind of on a toilet.
You say, Sam, you're joking, but like early until about 5 minutes ago, there was a toilet in the middle of my room.
Sweet.
So,
to do a couple of things before you give us the scenario for this week, Dr. CJ, good on you for sticking to your guns, believing in yourself, and going after what you think is going to improve your life. Good job. 2, Jimbo McCrimble. Lewis is about to give us a scenario, and we are going to make up nonsense about it.
So,
1 minute.
Okay.
Wait.
Sam,
Michelle.
you know that Dr. CJ was joking, yes?
That was a joke. Did you not read it? So he's handed in his 2-week notice.
Oh.
2 week.
Oh well, do what's best for you anyway.
And guys, guess who's back?
Dr. Ketta!
Hello, Dogger Kitta. Where have you been? What have you been doing? Last time we had Dogger Kitta in the chat. Dogger Kitta was, I think, had just been tested for COVID. And since then, I haven't seen Dogger Kitta in the chat, and I'm very worried.
And then I remembered that
so
he's also
worried.
a school student. So...
Yes, he's also at school, Michelle. That was the other thing, because Michelle's gone because she was like very, very happy that he's back. So yes, welcome back in, Dogger Kitta. Good to see you. Good to see you. Are you finished?
At that point, he doesn't reply to us, and he just leaves.
That's it. The end.
Come back.
Oh, I'm tired of them. I don't like their new characters. The show's changed. Season 1 was way better than Season 2.
I wrote a million essays and was dying, but I'm back! So welcome back in, Doggy Cat. Welcome back. Lewis! Wait, what?
Anyway, hello, have we already done the...
Sorry, Sam.
Have we done the
The
explaining?
thing that returned is Doggy
Nadia
Cat.
already explained
I
the game.
give
Yes.
a bit of an explanation, yes.
Indeed.
And
Thank
then
you very much, Nadia. So I did
you
have
got
one from-
repossessed.
I had one last week. Yeah, I like how you were like, can't pay to go away, people will be like...
I was like a Danish driver, maybe.
Like that? Yeah, it's because all of like this stuff was like on top of there, and I decided to move that because I knew he was going to come in and look for it, and I was like, do you know what? I'll move it so it's not in the way.
Good job.
Yeah. Anyway,
What's
so I
your
had
thing?
one last week, but I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. Because we didn't do it last week, and I was just like, good, because it sucked. So this week, after your mother died, she posthumously gets you a job at a local restaurant. Your first day there, you get asked to dispose of a rat. You later find out that this rat understands you.
Is this
Ah,
Mousetrap or Ratatouille?
Rat.
this is Ratatouille.
What do you do with this information?
What do I do with the mouse? I ask its name.
The
first of
rat,
all.
A
actually,
rat?
What?
Technically.
It's a
called him a
rat.
mouse.
Yeah, but
Ratus.
the little pause. We just talked about this in the chat.
But you called him a mouse. He's a rat.
It's
Did I say
mouse.
mouse?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Pixar don't have rights to mice. Disney has all the rights to have mice.
It's because Nadia said mousetrap. I got confused.
Meat trap.
Okay, it says let him sit on his head next week.
So okay, it does have the appropriate hair for that.
True.
How do you? I don't. It's fine.
If my dad's how do I know what hair Doggy Cat has?
I'm just gonna
Nish.
blaze straight past it. I'm on hella delay, so I don't know what Michelle's just said.
Why is it called Lewis? Did we name it Lewis?
It's a rat called Lewis. That's
Oh,
that's
Remy.
good on me, I suppose. Right?
Terrible name for a rat. It's an okay name for a human being.
Terrible name for a human being.
I want to watch Ratatouille now.
Sorry, Nadia, what were you saying?
So I wouldn't be that surprised about it really being able to understand me because rats are fairly intelligent and they understand a certain amount of things anyway.
Get done, Lewis.
But if it could cook, I would let it cook because oh my god, I'm not really good at cooking.
I would sit him down and make him watch Ratatouille with me, and then just point. You do this.
This is what we're doing!
You're him. That's
Yeah, I
you.
would-
It's that way where people keep posting TikToks of their cat purring until they put on Aristocats. Like, just be like, it's you. Do that.
I would sit down and make him watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Oh!
and hope that he would learn martial arts, and then take under his wing 4 small turtles. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would just basically teach him all the greatest rat stories of our history.
I have a question about
Like
Teenage
the
Mutant
plague.
Ninja Turtles. Are they ever actually turtles, or because I feel like I remember them being tortoises.
No, the
Teenage
turtles.
Mutant Ninja Tortoise. Tortoise, get it off.
Wait,
I
no,
feel
wait.
like, you'd have to be really careful at which point you said that's you do that. Because if you said it like right at the start and then he goes outside and gets struck by lightning, like that's
Yeah,
not
but you'll have some delicious mushrooms.
Wait, who's
True.
struck by lightning?
Remy.
Remy.
Getting
Oh, was he? I've only seen Ratatouille like twice.
He used
Is
it to cook
Remy-
the food.
I've seen it in the shop.
Flash? Is he the Flash?
Yeah, that was one of the 2 times. Yeah.
No, he's not the Flash.
Is the rat the Flash?
Is the rat the Flash? Is this rat that we're interacting with the Flash? Show him the Flash, you'd be like, you! Do that!
High speed.
I'm trying to think of a fun name with Barry Allen.
So are we there.
It's not working.
Wait, play Shaquille O'Neal again.
What?
Larry Allen, but he installs your TV. Larry Allen.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
let's-
here we go.
I
That's
never
not-
ever want to look up what apparently Dogger Cat found.
No, I don't want to either. Unholy Ratatouille fan art.
Oh no.
You're alright. You're alright.
I don't know, but the girl from that. I think we've talked
I
about this
think the
before.
fan art's going to involve the rat.
With a big schnoz, the big snoot.
What, the rat or the woman?
The woman, she's got a big snoot.
So she's also got a
Big
big boot.
snoot.
I never
It's
said
like,
that was
wow.
a bad thing, dude.
Big snoot.
Big sneeze.
She
Sniffing
rides
out your
motorbikes.
bullshit.
She does. She's pretty badass.
I bet when she's not in the restaurant, she wears buffaloes. That's
Or
my.
New Rock.
New Rocks? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in love with that animated woman.
I would not recreate Ratatouille though. I have to say.
Would you
You're
not?
right. You can cook perfectly on your own. You've made toast.
What was
Excuse me, this is a croissant.
What,
Did
will
you
we
say-
adopt him?
This is a
And
chocolate
then
croissant.
No, put him up for adoption.
Put him up for adoption. So I think, you know what's going to be really tragic, especially for things like Stuart Little and Remy? Rats don't have that long of a lifespan. So at some point, you have to have a really tragic little funeral in miniature. Or like a deathbed in miniature for this rat. Mouse, whatever movie
He's a
you're
rat.
in.
Oh,
Yeah,
whichever
but
one.
like Stuart Little, like you've adopted this mouse as your child, and they're gonna die.
So
This is going slightly off track, but just because you mentioned Stuart Little, I saw a person on TikTok explaining that the movie Stuart Little, actually, this is where I'm going, Jimbo McCrimble. In the book that Stuart Little is based off of, he isn't adopted. The mother gives birth to Stuart Little, and he's described as a human child with mouse-like features.
Yeah, this is true. This is true.
So he's not an actual
A
mouse.
literal mouse.
No, he's not even a literal mouse. She gave birth to a human that's just deformed to look like a mouse.
So just now, just like what?
Yep,
No,
that's
like
what the
you
book
can
says.
describe someone as having like mousy features, but it's usually like they've got a wee bit of a pointy nose and a wee bit of a.
yeah, it's
You know,
like
this gnaws on cheese.
Yeah, but to be fair, like Cobblepot looked like a fucking penguin. So, sorry.
Yeah, but he took that.
yeah, but like there's giving birth to a person who has a limp and a crooked nose, and then there's giving birth to a rat. You know.
So
Yeah.
So yeah. So wait, what was your question? What would we do if we gave birth to Stuart Little?
That should have been Return of the Thing.
going back to Nada, you know how you said like he died, like you had to have a funeral. Has anyone here seen Small Soldiers?
Yes, we
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
have. It's great.
Give it a tiny Viking funeral.
Yeah, you know at the end where they put them off the boat. Let's just burn the boat.
Jimbo.
The dog
trying-
I saying about Danny DeVito already looks funny. But have you seen? Is it not?
Butt soldiers.
Is it
Jimbo,
Colin
control
Farrell
yourself.
as Penguin in the new one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't like it.
I seen it and I was like, that doesn't look like Colin Farrell. So
I don't like Colin Farrell.
Oh,
It's the
oh,
eyes. You
yeah.
can tell by the eyes if you really look at it. But for the most part, it doesn't look like him. You're right.
Are they beady and rat-like?
Hmm. An Irish. Yeah.
It's
No, I'm just saying he looks Irish. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
you can tell he's Irish from behind the eye.
With that twinkle in his eye. Yeah.
It's a weird thing. It's a strange thing. People have this weird reaction to Colin Farrell. Like people will either be like,
Hate him.
or hate him, and
Hate.
I'm not really entirely sure.
Pure
like,
hate. I don't like him at all.
I like it.
Butt soldiers, big tits.
Like, see, like in Bruges.
Mm.
Good film. Yeah.
Okay.
Total Recall. It's okay in that. It's a film.
No, Jimbo.
What else is he in?
I'd get the rat
Seven
to watch
Psychopaths?
all of the Colin Farrell movies.
Seven
that one where
Psychopaths.
he's like a boxing coach or something.
He was
He was in
also,
those episode- he was in that episode of Scrubs.
guys. Do you remember he was Bullseye in the terrible Daredevil movie?
He
Guys,
was
come
also
on.
Bullseye in the terrible movie, but that wasn't the problem with that terrible, terrible,
That
terrible.
movie is quality, and
That
Michael
was
Clarke
one
Duncan-
of the problems. Actually,
Michael
Natalie.
Clark Duncan as Kingpin is a badass.
That is a good call, but apart from that,
He broke
Everything else
the
about it.
devil, right? Everyone talks about how Bane broke the bat. Michael Clark Duncan broke the devil.
And
Hey,
he
God
also
rest your
had
soul,
a really
Michael.
emotional Evanescence moment.
With Elektra, it's incredible.
with what's her face,
Oh.
Elektra, played
love
by
She has
Megan
strong
Fox.
opinion.
Mm-mm.
no, it was
It
Jennifer
should've-
Garner.
Jennifer Garner,
You'd
yeah.
be Megan
Thank
Fox.
you.
Megan
Anyway.
Fox was maybe like 12 when Daredevil came out.
No, when was the Daredevil?
The Daredevil
When
was
was the Daredevil?
2004,
All right, when was the Transformer?
2007.
See, there's only 3 difference.
Daredevil might have been earlier, but I think it was 2004. But it was definitely not Megan Fox.
But it could have been.
Megan Fox is 34, so she's slightly older than I thought she was.
Same as me, yeah.
She was 19 when she auditioned for the film.
Yep.
For Daredevil or
Transformers?
Transformers.
So she would have been a bit young to be. Well, I say that, but it's Hollywood, and
Yep. But you're right. No, you're right.
I have questions over the casting of the
yeah.
the opera back then. So
Total Recall remake was also terrible and should be wiped off the face of the earth, as Mish has said. Yes.
I don't think so, but that's just because there's not enough cyberpunky films out there, and
It's awful.
if you wipe off one, then
take what
like
you can get.
it's just making the pill smaller.
Yeah, but there was no need to call it Total Recall. It could have just been its own thing.
Yeah, it could have.
I
It
think
should
that's
be
the argument for a lot of
recalled.
media these days.
Thanks to
Yeah,
Tana.
you can make that argument about a lot of films.
Like, and games, films and games, like the Devil May Cry, where they tried to reboot the whole thing, should never have been a Devil May Cry game, because it would have been a good game without it being Devil May Cry.
We've talked about this before, Nadia. Yeah, exactly. Standalone would have been amazing.
Thank you.
No need for the
following,
DLC. Bruni's joined our Discord as well, guys. If you want to join it yourself, please fire in. The link is here.
If you want to talk to us about movies or games that should or shouldn't have existed, you can always do that.
I'm literally about to start the DMC reboot. You should, Jimbo. It's a really good game. Just don't count it as part of the DMC franchise.
Yeah, like, if you ignore it, if you just don't...
The soundtrack's
consider it
amazing.
as
The
Devil May
gameplay
Cry.
is really good.
But like, that's the one thing that goes, even like, as much as I don't want to count it as a Devil May Cry game, Devil May Cry's always have fantastic soundtracks.
Totally.
Like, such amazing soundtracks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Final bits of Return of the Thing. Lewis's little baby.
Okay.
His little baby Stuart Little. If I encountered a rat when starting my job as a kitchen porter that could understand me, I think my aim would be to train the rat so that it could become a movie star. Or at least like Disney original TV programming, such as Dog with a Blog, where they need a well-trained animal to react to proper cues on set. He does need to be able to talk to do this. Obviously, the rat from Ratatouille, Remy, could not talk. But just so long as it can do the head movements and sort of interact properly on set, I think it could be a megastar.
You're recasting Remy as Bolt. That's what you've done. All you've done is change the dog for a rat.
Andy, you want him to be Master Splinter. I'm not telling him he can do Kung Fu. I'm just saying, hey, go and run along this ladder for a bit.
So, Jimbo McGrimble raises a good point. At what point do we decide that
we're actually
insane?
Yeah.
When you start making fan art, no.
If I found a rat and it started talking to me, yes, I would assess my mental state at that point in time. I'm echoing.
Is this
Does anyone else hear me echoing?
No.
I feel like I'd just be like, oh my god, Skaven are real, and then just like punt it. You know? Rat people. Scary stuff.
No echo at your end. Thanks, Bruni. Thanks, Jimbo.
The turtles
are adorable. I love rats. I love lots of little intelligent animals. Like, I'd love to meet a raccoon if I didn't think it would eat my face.
Oh, have I ever told you about the raccoon I met in Florida?
To eat your face.
No, we were on the little island of Sanibel, which is a teeny tiny island off the coast of Florida.
Titty tiny island, actually?
A titty tiny island. And we were walking around. It was me, my girlfriend, and my parents who were walking around their version of like the shopping center of the island. So there was just like tiny little shops, and next to one of the tiny little shops was these two women with a little trestle table, and they were there for the Wildlife Conservation Society, and they had with them a raccoon called Trooper. Now Trooper was blind, deaf, and dumb because he'd got smacked in the head with a golf club by someone who was unhappy to have crossed paths with Trooper. I thought, wow, that's sad, but then I couldn't help but laugh at him because, and this I feel bad about this, but my girlfriend thought he was adorable and wanted to keep him, but I just couldn't help coming back to the fact that he couldn't do anything on his own because he was deaf, dumb, and blind, so he just had a constant face of and he had to like get picked up by the like women from the wildlife conservation who would just sit him on her lap, and he'd just sit. And he wouldn't move his head, he wouldn't move his body, he'd just sit. as if he barely didn't do anything, and Diam's just like, he's so cute, and I'm like, he's a stuffed animal.
Just to for the chat, everyone's going, "What's 07?" and it's a salute. It's this. That's the it's an emoji for a salute. That's why 07.
But see, they're doing left hand, Andy. We talked about this earlier. Is it left hand or right hand?
Well, when you're looking at someone, it's that hand. Oh no, wait. Sorry, my camera's back to front. I don't know. Everybody starts going like this.
Also, that touching story, I couldn't help but laugh. And it's not that it was deaf, dumb, and blind raccoon, which is really sad, but also really, really cute. But it is Carrie put in the fantastic section of our Discord.
You've seen Stuart Little as well.
Yeah.
If you want to see what Gary's just put into our Discord, you should join our Discord. Discord.com/Discord.
Thanks, Navarro. Nadia, what were you going to say?
No, I'm just saying because I've seen the mouse bark little thing.
What?
Oh,
is this on Discord? Okay. Not going anywhere near that until then.
On my hunt to find cheap pop vinyls, I kept finding Radioactive Man and Bartman, and I was like, oh, I used to read this comic when I was a kid, and I really don't need these pop vinyls.
Fair enough.
Sam, I was in an antique store today that I think you would have really liked. It was in Paisley. And it's
pop vinyls.
So it's not actually an antique store; it's just a normal store.
No, it didn't have pop vinyls, but it did.
That was a cash converters.
It did have minted, limited edition Star Wars figurines. And also like really old Spider-Man comics.
That's cool.
And I was just like, man.
I'm sorry these two are laughing at you.
Sorry, Bruni, that's exactly what I said. Is that not the same thing?
When I was growing up, I hail from the land of Cumbernauld, folks. I know you wouldn't believe it.
Same.
Pop fun butts. I hail from the land of Cumbernauld, and growing up, there was I'm young, but this was still I'm older than you could have been. Anyway, when I was growing up, there was no major motorway from Cumbernauld to Glasgow. You would have to take a couple of back roads. So it was easier for me and my parents to get to Stirling. So I spent a lot of my childhood going to Stirling at the weekends. And the only reason I was okay with this was because on one of the very few main streets in Stirling, there was an old school sweet store and Pippin's Toys, which was badass because it was it not only had toys that I wanted to play with when I was 6 years old in 2006, but it also had all these Star Wars toys that you're talking about that I would just buy and be like, oh, these are awesome. And now it's gone and I'm sad. So that was my story.
At least you don't have parts of an AT-AT just sitting in a box over here.
You'll get a chance!
I will eventually.
You're doing NES stuff today.
As soon as the roof stops leaking.
I just went on a tour
Hamleys.
Where Hamley seems to have left the upstairs part of City Unix and is now just in a random bit.
Really? Oh yeah, no, they've closed off the main doors. Yeah.
R-CADE soon.
Nothing, it's empty. They've closed off the main, the main doors at the food court, closed. They've actually put seating up there. I know because I walked by with my camera before the security guard stopped me.
So R-CADE's nice place?
I wish.
We came up with a suggestion.
I wish. It would be like 200,000 a year, yeah. It'd be mad.
Yeah, let us know in the chat.
Colin, I was sitting there
yeah, I'm young, Colin. Sorry, my guy.
These two are young. These are the young ones.
Yeah,
Nadia's in the middle. Not old. You're not old. You're in the middle. And I am old.
I was on 1998. I feel like
you're a year.
6. Yeah, but he says 6 in 2006, which implies 2000, but really it's.
He
not,
really was. He's only 20 days away from it. 23.
But still,
I always the way I explained it growing up, because my birthday is so close to the end of the year. And because I was born in 1999, I am the age of the year until the end of the year.
Yes.
So I'm 20 because it's 2020.
Yes.
I will turn 21 at the end of the year, and then I will be 21 for almost all of 2021.
For 3 weeks, you'll be like, I'm in the wrong year, and then
oh my God,
and then it turns.
What year is this?
Sam actually changes his calendar 3 weeks behind everybody else. So yeah.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
I've got to stop making fun
Excuse
of
me.
Paisley. I do now live here.
Excuse me. Colin with the Bathgate accent. That's where my mum lives. That's where I grew up.
She
Please
started
don't.
something.
You
Please.
cannot insult any part of Scotland because between the four of us, we are tangentially connected to all.
We've been across.
We'll-
that.
we'll-
I'm
we'll
not
be-
even
Wow,
kidding. Scotland
5 of
is
us, including
tangentially-
Michelle.
I'm Irish.
I feel like you can make fun of Paisley now, bro. Now you're just because you live there. You know.
Because I live,
Like-
I don't even technically live in Paisley as well. It's the best bit where technically because of the buses, I'm still
Sorry.
Glasgow.
Sorry, I just saw Jimbo say Airdrie. Bruni, you're from near Bathgate. Would that be Armadale, West Calder?
Oh no, he's
Roxburgh.
starting.
So he's
Uh,
gone. He's
Are you
gone.
are you across the hill at Linlithgow? Livy, or are you in Livingston? Oh god, right, okay. No problem with Livingston.
Menu.
Paisley's back at the menu.
Alright, we have 7 minutes. I told you what I was planning to do with the rat from Ratatouille if I interact with him in real life. By the way, that story ends with me getting
Oh.
killed.
Sorry,
Nadia.
Colin. Did you do panto? 1 minute, Colin. Did you do panto at the? Was it the Regal? Was it the Regal Theatre, my friend? Because I played a gig in the Regal Theatre. I organised a charity gig at the Regal
Everybody's
Theatre.
been in the Regal Theatre.
My mum rented out the Regal Theatre for my 30th birthday.
Oh,
and
told me. Oh,
then
yeah.
and then reenacted my 5th birthday.
Yes.
With bobbing for apples, dressing up.
Yes.
Obviously, it's Halloween.
Yes.
And we did pass the parcel and all kinds of crap. It was horrific, and I loved every second of it. Thank you, Mum. It was the Regal. There you go. The only place you play if you're doing theatre in Bathgate. But there you go.
I used to, like, when I thought, like, can I say about Paisley? I used to go to Paisley for theatre classes, for drama classes, and Pace Theatre, which is in the Wind or whatever the hell it's called. So
Yeah.
all I ever knew about Paisley was the one street outside of that just looked a bit shoddy back in the day. Don't know if it's changed.
Back in the day. Yeah.
Just want to, Jimbo, are you immortal?
What?
Jimbo says
Never
he's
had a
never even
birthday
had a birthday party. Do you not
You have to
age?
throw Jimbo a birthday party now.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
really
just
sad.
No, but thanks for asking. No
Well,
problem, my friend. No
Aye,
problem.
Tony the Wind Theatre.
Anyway, sorry, Sam. You were wrapping up.
I was trying to keep
the
this
thing.
thing on track because I've been told I faff too much.
Sorry, we had to faff because we did Shaq too quickly. So
I'd love to do Shaq quickly. No, that's a distraction. Nadia, can you
Shaq
imagine
Wheel
the cheeks
on
on that
me.
man? Nadia, Lewis, and Andrew, let me know what you would do with the rat from Ratatouille if you
Burn my
interact with him.
brain!
Think how bit. No, it's fine.
Jimbo is the Highlander. There can be only one Jimbo.
I hate you.
Shaquille's a meal. Shaquille O'Neal.
He's just a snack.
Shaquille is a meme.
He's a meal of a man. Come on.
He's a double XL Papa John's.
My face
Nadia's
is-
face is so
It's
butt.
it's my thingy. as
No,
well, it's just
Nadia,
people.
your face is so butt. Anyway, sorry, Nadia. What would you do if you found a rat that could talk to you?
Question my Sani, then make friends.
With the rat, or just use it to make people
Yeah,
like you?
both.
Alright, okay. I think the rat would get more friends than me.
Tends to
Tends to
I'm
have
Jimbo
a
of the clan McGrimby.
I said no need to grass me in.
Anyway, thank you.
Andy.
Right, what?
Andy, rat stuff, what are you doing?
I told you we're gonna learn martial arts together.
Okay, I
gonna
don't know
teach
if that
him-
was your final.
Oh,
Gonna
does that,
teach him-
does that mean you're going to become Shredder?
No.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
no,
not
because
right.
I'm his master. Yeah. That's how it works. Yeah.
Or you introduce a rat to your cat called
No,
Shredder?
I would be Shredder. Okay.
Lewis, what would you
I would set him free
do?
because
Oh,
if he loves me, he'll come back. You
I
know.
would set him on fire. No, that's wrong.
I would sit him in the food.
Sorry, that was ridiculously loud for everybody. I apologize. Actually, no, I think my mic would have cut it out because I've got a ceiling on it. It's great. It's great.
Great.
Well,
only-
it did cut out when you were trying to do the Navi impression on Friday.
Great.
Because you couldn't.
Oh, I got the listen part. It didn't get the hey bit. Anyway, that was Return of the Thing. It's now time for something completely different. R-CADE strategy.
gonna walk right out of the front gate.
May I see your invitation, please?
Sure. Here's my invitation.
Back in the day myself.
Welcome to this week's True Lies, ladies and gentlemen. True Lies. Here we go. So, the way True Lies works is the four of us have each come up with 3 facts. I hope. Have you all? Because I made mine up like 10 minutes ago. What are these transitions?
Be a lie, Sam.
One of them must be a lie. No, one of them has no idea. Right, we all come up with 3 facts. 2 of which are complete and utter bollocks, one of which is absolutely true. And it is the job of the other 3 to guess which one is the truth. And if you get it correct, you get a point. And this week we are starting our league table.
Because last week we couldn't start it because Andy hadn't wrote anything and I was basically unconscious.
This is true. This is true. After getting your tattoo.
How's your tattoo doing?
Yeah. How is the tattoo? Is it good? Yes. Nice. It's raised. It's like 3D just now.
It's currently slightly 3D. I am and scaly, so I'm a bit like a lizard at the moment.
Just keep going with that Bepanthen, you'll be all good.
If you'd like to learn more about league tables, you can join us for our weekly wrestling stream tomorrow from 6 p.m.
Indeed, indeed. Yes, I have been having far too much fun with the intro videos. Thank you, Mish. I'm quite proud of that one. The explosion. I added extra explosions to it.
I was proud of my one, but it got axed.
I'm sorry. It's still there. I'll put it on at the end. Okay?
No, it's fine.
We're doing a league table. You guys are more than welcome to join in the chat as well. So if you want to try and guess 1, 2, or 3, which one is the truth, by all means. Who wants to go first this week, ladies and gents?
Me.
So.
Because no one else volunteered.
That's fine. Sam, your 3 facts, please, sir, for this week's True Lies.
Hello. Right. Every week, we try and come up with themes for our True Lies. And my theme this week is arcade.
Oh.
Or more specifically, my employment at R-CADE.
Oh.
So, hi, I'm Sam. I work here. Number 1. The first game that I came to R-CADE to play was Duck Hunt. Just one of our 1,500 plus games from our catalogue that you can see on our website, arcadeglasgow.com, launching September 25th.
1,200.
See, here's the thing. It's been so long since I've done the spiel explaining the shot people.
I know, we've all made up different numbers.
I thought we had over 4,000 and that I was wrong. I couldn't remember. But I was like, 1,500 sounds right. I think 4,000 is too many, but I'll get correct. Number 2. For my R-CADE interview, I wore a tie covered in dollar bills, which I purchased from City Retro, a vintage store around the corner from our R-CADE Glasgow storefront at 146 Salt Market.
I see what he's doing here.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to see a pattern here.
I was told to mark it. And number 3, the first time I came to an R-CADE Lates event was after I was hired. R-CADE Lates was an event we used to hold on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from 7 till 10 for over 18s only, where you could bring some beveraginos, and play some games. It's currently not going on, but when the shop eventually opens, you can find us there every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Sorry, can we rewind a little there? Is a beveragino an Italian beverage?
I don't know, TikTok people say it and I hate it.
No, beveragino will just be a small beverage.
It's a small Italian beverage.
It's a beverage for dogs. Anyway, which one is the truth? 1, 2, or 3?
All right, analyze.
The game number was wrong, so that's the lie.
I'll be honest with you. So the game number.
The
game number was wrong only because I could not remember off the top of my head. So
I don't think that's grounds to rule out. I don't.
For background context as well, if you're new to R-CADE, and Nadia and Lewis might not even know this fact. When R-CADE first opened and before I was hired, there was not a games catalogue to choose from. There was a weekly list of games that was put out by Andrew and Michelle, who would choose what games are going to be on what consoles that week. So when I first came to R-CADE, as I say in fact number 1, to play Duck Hunt specifically, it was because Duck Hunt was the NES game for that Wednesday or whatever day of the week it was that it happened to be on.
So once upon a time we're going, you play the games we want you to play.
Yes,
I can verify that, yes.
And then Michelle said to Andy, hey, it might be better if we let people pick. And then we had to work out a system where we could somehow get the games and put them in.
No, so I originally made up games lists each week on the basis that I didn't want anybody touching any of the machines. I wanted all the consoles behind a perspex window so that nobody could play with them and accidentally muck things up and potentially break things. But then I discovered that I can just shout at people when they go to touch the machines. So
the refreshing thing of being in our store is that occasionally one of the members of staff will be like, "Don't touch it."
But yeah, for the most part, 90% of people, or I'd say 95% of people, are actually well behaved. And they know not to touch things unless asking permission first. So we're all good.
Some are fruit children.
Some are pineapple boys.
Jam.
So
Jam hands.
Jam hands. Anyway, right. So number one.
I'll go through them again. Number one, the first game I came to arcade to play specifically was Duck Hunt. Number two, from our arcade interview, I wore a tie covered in American dollars, which I purchased from the vintage store City Retro. And number three, the first time I came to an arcade lates event was after I'd been hired.
Andy, this is all ancient history for us. So,
mate, I'm 35 next month. Everything is ancient history for me.
So, did he wear the dollar tie to his interview?
Oh, you want me to help you? You'll get points. I'm not doing that.
Because it's not all individual now, so...
Wow. Okay.
That's how it is.
I know.
That's how it is.
I'm not telling my tricks to future then.
Okay. Do you guys want to talk about it anymore? Or
no,
not?
I'm gonna. So which one is the truth? Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna choose, but I'm gonna let the other two choose first.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. Work.
I can choose first if you want. Do you trust my memory though? That's the question.
Nadia, which one are you saying?
No, but I also wouldn't trust your answer because
I'm still confused as to what I've been handed to eat, but okay.
Yeah, you look very confused.
Was it prepared by a rat?
No, but it's like curry and then there's salmon.
Is it talking to you?
Curried salmon. Why would the... No,
I'm gonna go with number one, Duck Hunt.
Yeah. Duck Hunt. You can pick the same ones. As
Yeah. By all means, yes, absolutely. Yeah. I've put my finger up. I'm taking one. That's
so one. So you're taking one. Lewis is taking one, and Nadia is taking number three. So for my arcade interview, I wore a money tie. This is true. However, Tony got it right in the chat. I actually bought it from Mr. Ben's, not from City Retro.
Remember.
Although both are amazing stores, you can find them around the corner from us in King's Court at 146.
Fantastic stores.
All right. The first game I came to arcade to play was not Duck Hunt, although it was an amazing part of our 1200 plus strong library, which you'll eventually be able to play when Arcade Glasgow reopens. Follow us on social media so you can find it when we eventually reopen. Andy, do you want to hazard a guess what the first game I came to play was?
It wasn't the game I beat you at, was it?
Which game's that?
NBA Jam?
No, that was...
Don't tell me you got people to come in.
And then employed them. Yeah.
And you're like, see you later. You haven't earned the right to stay.
Before he kept beating me at games.
I lost at NBA Jam when we did Freshers Week at Glasgow Uni. It's smoked. No, the first game I came to play was Pokemon Stadium because I'd never had a chance to play it and I was going through another Pokemon phase. So the truth was, and point goes Nadia, the first time I came to an arcade lates event was after I was hired. As my memory serves, I had just not gone to one because no friends. Although I have just realised I've fucked all of this up. I've just remembered the only time I'd gone to lakes before I got hired, actually. I have now remembered that.
So they were all lies.
They were all lies, but Nadia
gets you don't get the point in this game.
No.
First there's too many truths, now there's no truths. What's wrong with you?
I've just remembered the time I came to arcade for lates before I got hired, because my recollection was
Thank you, Nadia.
My recollection
Lewis
was
got it.
No,
Thank you,
yeah,
Lewis.
I got it first.
I
That'd
couldn't
be it.
get someone to come with me, but I have just remembered. I came with my friends Harry and Malcolm,
You did.
and they brought beveraginos.
Yes,
and,
they did.
One of them brought a massive, cider, which was like a litre bottle of cider. So, but it should have still been £1 from the corkage rule. And the other one brought like a mixer, like almost a Smirnoff Ice type thing. And Andy pointed at the cider and went, "I should charge you more for that. And that one's fruit juice."
This is when Harry was a nice boy. I remember this.
Before. What do you mean when?
Cianaman, hello, happy 4:30 a.m. to you too. However, it is 1938 for us. Not the year, the
It
time.
feels like the year.
Guys, we're gonna get drafted pretty soon, so
I'm getting drafted as a woman. I'm gonna turn on my light actually.
Okay.
I ain't getting drafted. I'm
Andy
a woman.
wins again.
Perfect. Okay, no points for anybody then.
Messed up. I'm sorry.
I theoretically got points.
I was too
I will
busy.
give Nadia the point.
I was too busy trying to make sure I did advertisement in all of my sections.
And Lewis, if you did follow me, the reason I went for 1 is because I knew number 3 was a lie and I knew number 2 was a lie.
I forgot that number 3 was
Well,
first.
I did follow you. You followed me because I answered before you.
No, I had my finger up like this before you said your answer, so
I'm sorry.
you can check the video footage, my friend.
Put your finger up.
You
I
check the video
suck at this
footage.
game so much.
Hello, Cianaman. Yes, we are playing True Lies. Like Sam, well, we're playing True Lies. I don't know what Sam's playing.
I'm playing Mark at the Shop at all
He's
costs.
playing mind games.
I'm
Mind
I'm
games.
playing do anything possible to retain your employment.
So, True Lies, and the way it should work is we all come up with 3 statements.
Shut up.
two of which are fake, they're lies, and the other one is true. And it's your job in the chat to guess which one is the truth. And it's also our job to guess the truth for the other 3. And we get a point if we get it correct.
A good way to think about it, Sam, is it's 2 lies, not true lies.
I see what you did there.
There's
I
Sam
see what
putting
you
up a finger as well, like, oh, saw that one.
That's just one. Or maybe it's 2.
Right, who wants to go next? Nadia's got paper. Nadia's waving. Nadia's ready to go.
I wrote
Nadia's got a
things.
script.
Alright, Nadia, your turn. Go for it.
I'm concerned this one might be easy. So mine are all
Partial lies? Yeah, we know.
music themed. So, number 1, my first ever concert was to see Eurovision Song Contest winner Lordi.
Okay.
Number 2, I once travelled all the way to London to see K-pop group BTS.
Okay.
3, my first concert with my whole family, and by whole family I mean like my mum, my dad, my brother, was Slipknot.
Am I allowed to Google things? Or is that against?
When was Shrek the musical?
No.
I feel like
was
you
more-
definitely...
Huh?
She's definitely told me about going to see Slipknot.
She's
but I
seen
don't know
Slipknot.
if it's
We
with
don't
her
know if it was with the
entire
family,
which is the
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
She went with Tony to see Slipknot. No, Baby Metal.
Tony is
Yeah,
her
that was
fan.
Baby Metal at
Baby Metal.
the Barras, yeah.
It's also the adage of her first one.
Like
Thanks,
I said,
Jimbo.
I was
Thanks,
like,
Jimbo.
I can believe you're a Slipknot fan. Does the Metallica t-shirt get
Oh, that one gives you away some Metallica.
Thanks, Jimbo McCrimble.
It's also my mum's shirt they had.
I feel like Nadia's mentioned that she saw BTS.
That's the one. That's what I wanted to Google because they almost certainly have, but I wanted to.
Oh, they've
confirm
definitely
that
played
they
London. No,
That's-
they've 100% played London. I know that Ash went to see them in London, but I don't know if Nadia went to see them.
Oh,
in
so
London.
it's alright. It's alright helping out with that one, right? And it's alright giving a wee
Well, I'm the
clue
favourite.
away.
Lewis,
I'm the
am I
favourite.
helping or am I not helping?
Oh, seeing the swords of deceit.
Seeing this, what? Sowing the seeds of deceit.
Seeing the
Seeing the
swords.
Seeing the swords of the sight!
I like it regularly. Totana has to go. I'm keeping quiet about mine.
Every week!
I'm gonna go with the whole family Slipknot.
So you're number 3.
3.
I choose.
Yeah.
I choose 2.
I choose 1 just
Screw it.
out of convenience.
Screw it. I choose 2, and Sam chooses 1.
Because I couldn't remember what 1 was. I can't remember what the band is for number 1. Is
So
it
I
Sleeping
did.
with Sirens?
My first ever concert was to see the Eurovision Song Contest winners, Lordi.
Alright, so it's not Lord. Okay. That was concerning for me, but that's fine. I'm still sticking with 1.
Okay.
Wales, man.
So
You had a banging second song. Sorry.
number 3, my first concert with my whole family was Slipknot. My first concert with my whole family was AC/DC.
Oh, Lois.
Me and my mum have regularly went to Slipknot before. Me and my brother have seen Slipknot, but as a whole family, not seen Slipknot. Number 2, I once travelled all the way to London to see K-pop group BTS.
It's gonna be Manchester. I know it is.
The K-pop group I went to London to see was...
Damn it! Damn it!
Number 1, my first ever concert was to see the Eurovision Song Contest winners,
Lord! Yes.
Yes, I went to see Lordi, who were playing in, at the time, the Carling Academy.
Nice.
Sats were supporting them, so Viking metal and Finnish metal.
Nice. Okay,
So I
that's
got
a
a
point
point.
for Sam!
Me and Nadia, team. What's our team name? Team Sadia.
We were Sadia or Nam.
Nam.
Team Sadia is so in sync. We've got a point on each other's.
Flashbacks
There we go.
of Nam.
Nope.
Right, cool. I'm just keeping track of the points. Thank you, guys.
I'm doing it
Thank
on
you.
my arm.
Yeah, curious discover recipe.
I'm gonna have a graphic next time. Don't
That's
worry.
awesome.
Don't worry. I'm gonna have a graphic next time. Okay, Lewis, do you want to go next, or should I go next?
I think going next. So, my true lights are all about holidays with my family.
Holidays.
So-
are-
Holidays.
Holidays with my
Oh.
family, things that happen on
Oh.
holidays with my
But
family. So number 1, me and my dad, we fell out of a water slide together on a dual ding at high speed, but landed safely on the turf. Number 2, I once had heat stroke that was so bad I thought my brother, my oldest brother, had killed everyone in my family with an axe, and I hid in the bathroom of our hotel room for an hour. Number 3,
still stroking out. My God.
Ew!
No. He was going for the Golden Joystick Award.
so number 3, at Disney World, I had food poisoning so bad that a man in the cubicle next to me audibly gagged and asked if I had ate some bad tacos.
Which Disney was this?
Disneyland, Florida.
Florida.
Right. Okay. The tacos make sense now.
He was like, "Oh man, you must have had some bad tacos."
Right. If you have any American
Why was he a
Girls,
character from The Simpsons? What's
Because
going
that's exactly what he sounded like. He sounded like.
Nadia's really taken aback by that accent. She's like, I can't eat my
Never said I
salmon!
was good. Never said I was good.
Right in
Man.
front of my salmon.
Okay, let's break this down.
Break it down. Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, da-da-da-da, da-dum.
Exactly. Jimbo's like, was Hank Azaria pooping next to you?
Boy.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know about the heat stroke thinking your brother's a serial killer.
Stroking yourself off.
I didn't say that.
I said I hid in the bathroom
You
for an
said-
hour.
Yeah, but I was genuinely astonished that you'd survived having heat stroke and hiding from everyone you. But like the hiding for an hour away from anyone who can help you get out of that scenario is
That's why I don't
astounding.
really believe it, because if you were hallucinating, chances are the people involved would have been there and would have been rather concerned if you, who at that time probably looked like a lobster, had just hid in a bathroom.
So,
No, no one.
do you guys want me to like add
Hey,
extra
Shan.
details about
I
each?
wanna.
Because I have extra details about each.
I wanna ask if the most recent time you've watched The Shining.
I can't remember, but I did watch Dead Meat's YouTube video kill count like earlier this year on it, maybe like 2 months ago.
Okay.
I'm eating some form of salmon curry.
Salmon curry. Who sounds like a politician. I don't trust a word that comes out of that salmon curry's face, by the way. One was
My dad fell out.
the water slides. 2 was heat stroke. 3 was tacos.
Tacos.
Okay, I'm going 3. I've decided.
I'll go 1.
The Shannon. Aye, the Shannon. That is the best Simpsons trio. I don't know. I quite like Hell to Pay, actually. Cider Schneider. I like salmon curry. Thanks, Sean. Right, sorry.
You pick.
I picked 3. What did everybody else pick? 1.
Oh no.
Sam,
Sam, are you alright?
He's thinking.
Sam, thinking. He's
I was
analysing.
I was busy reading about Jeff Hardy talking about his own sobriety. But now I'm thinking.
I wasn't reading about Jeff Hardy in year 1.
It popped up on my phone. It was like Jeff Hardy's talking about Chadwick Boseman. What?
But anyway, so just to get round them back
Come
off,
on, Sam.
almost fell out of a water slide at high speed. Had heat stroke, so shining, and then number 3 is this.
I'm going
swapping mine to 3.
I'm going bad poops as well. I feel like you've discussed.
Oh, we're all
bad
going
poops.
3.
I feel like you've discussed bad poops. My only concern is whether or not I feel like someone discussed bad poops with you through a stall. It's whether or not tacos were mentioned that I'm unsure of, but I'm going with my gut as you were on that day.
So okay, number 1, we did not call it water slide. Because I did let slip that we almost fell out of it because we didn't. Because my dad was heavier than me, being 13. We were so out of balance that we got air on the side of the slide, and then we went back in. But you were not supposed to get air. Number 3, Disney World tacos is untrue. It was actually my dad, and he was in the bathroom for like 20 minutes. Me and my brother got sent in to see him. People were coming out gagging, shirts over their noses, and as we walked in, we heard some guy go, "Oh man, he must have had some bad tacos," and that is just that memory has stuck with me.
Right, this raises questions about number 2. Like, is
Number
where
2,
the hell your family was?
The heat stroke. So I got sunburned super bad. And
He's always changing the story.
My brother Max took me upstairs, the oldest, the one who I thought had murdered everyone with an axe, took me upstairs, and I went to sleep, and I had like sun dreams that he had murdered everyone with a chrome-headed axe, and we had like brutally killed everyone, which was very graphic. So I hid in the bathroom where there was both a lock and also cold tiles. I didn't come out even after my family had came upstairs from the pool to make sure I knew that they were alive.
So all work and no
imposters. Fakes.
Yes.
All work and no play makes Lewis a hallucinating lunatic.
If anything, my brother was the one who killed it.
No, you're just a hallucinating lunatic. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
And what's her name? That's behind the door with the knife. You know?
Megan Fox.
No, stop saying Megan Fox to everything.
Why?
Never Megan Fox.
It's Lord Royals. That's your tidbit for today. Okay, my last piece. Here we go. For those of you joining us late, this is True Lies. Said it here. Basically,
those of you who are about to rock.
This is also for Sam. Basically, what we do is we come up with 3 facts, 2 of which are complete and utter fabrications, and the 1 is a truth. And we have to figure out which one is the truth. You guys can also play along at home in the chat. Feel free. I'm last up.
Do I get any points for fooling everyone?
No, you don't get any points. There's no bonus points like that.
Half of the game is 2/3 of the game is the lies. So like,
Okay, I'll give you a point. That will be the new ruling then. If you
3/4
manage to
of the
fool
lies
everyone,
if you
you
leave.
get 1 point. Okay. Okay. All right. My true lies are thus. Okay, number 1. Oh, the theme is famous people that I've met. So number 1.
Oh.
Thank you.
Number 1. I once met Josh Widdicombe when I worked for Sky TV. Number 2. I once met Tim Minchin before his show at the Usher Hall in Edinburgh. I went to that show as well, by the way. And number 3, I once met Brian May at Edinburgh Airport when I was going on holiday.
So while he worked at Sky,
Yes,
he
I've
definitely
talked about this before.
He definitely met Billy Connolly.
No,
Shit.
Bill Bailey.
Bill Bailey, yes,
There
sorry,
you
you
go,
definitely met Bill
There you
Bailey.
go.
And you saw but didn't have many interactions with James Corden, because it's part of the reason you're not that bothered about James Corden, because while Bill Bailey was super personable with everyone, James Corden was very like awkward.
These aren't even any of the.
No, James Corden just didn't come to my team's desk. That was all.
Oh, okay.
He took a call at another team's desk, so he was a nice guy though. I did say hi to him.
It's whether or not Josh Widdicombe was also part of that, because to my knowledge, Josh Widdicombe didn't have a TV show, but he was and is a recurring guest on what's his name? Adam something's show, the last leg. Yeah, so he might have come around to help advertise that, but I feel like he's not. While he's a recurring guest, he's not the person that would be doing that work. So
I'm gonna say number 2.
I'm looking at Jimbo's most famous people. That's horrible.
I'm still on delay. So here we go.
There we go.
I'd probably say the most famous is I've ever met is the entire Scottish rugby team.
That's it's not about quantity, it's quality, Lewis.
Oh, okay then. The lady from Still Game and Tune the Fat.
I bothered Giorgio Samaras.
I like half and half from River City.
Right now.
That's not famous people, Nadia. Come on.
No.
My auntie was on River City for a few episodes.
The original actor for Boba Fett.
Oh, okay.
Met him, got a signature.
Yeah, but was that at Comic-Con? Did you pay for that?
Yes, but I still met him.
That doesn't count if you pay for it.
Excuse me.
If you didn't stalk them and put in the work, then what's the point?
If I give you 7 tidbits, it definitely counts as losing something.
Where were you going?
Sorry.
Where were you going on holiday? Why couldn't you go to Glasgow?
Where was I going on? I was going to Indonesia. And why couldn't I what?
Go to Glasgow.
Edinburgh has.
Why couldn't I go to Glasgow Airport?
Edinburgh has way
Get
more
to
flights.
Finland for Glasgow Airport.
Is this another Lordy reference?
No. I didn't go to Finland to see Lordy, no. I just happened to be in Finland.
We're in Edinburgh. My mum flies from Edinburgh usually because she lives closer to Edinburgh.
Alright.
Checks out.
This is Fish's dog eyes. Like,
Run through them again, Andy, real quick.
All right, okay. Number 1. Sorry, they're written on my phone. I want to get them right. I once met Josh Widdicombe when I worked at Sky TV. Number 2, I once met Tim Minchin before his show at the Usher Hall in Edinburgh. And number 3, I once met Brian May at Edinburgh Airport when going on holiday.
Alright, we need to wrap up soon, guys, so we'll go real quick with this. I'm going with Josh Widdicombe, so number 1.
To mention.
Oh!
Tim Minchin, and you're number 3, sorry, Liz. Right, cool, I just saw your hand. Okay, awesome. Number 1, I have never met Josh Widdicombe, although I would love to. Looks like a lovely guy.
I saw him at
very swell.
Top Secret Comedy Club in London. When me and Dan went, he was the surprise guest, and he was doing a lot of jokes about the fact that his wife had just given birth. So he then finished his set and immediately left because his wife had just given birth. He was like, alright, I won't be hanging out after my set because my wife's just given birth, so bye. And instead of being a headliner, he started the thing because he was like, I need to get home. That was the night that a comedian who dresses like a Mexican luchador asked me to throw streamers for him. Anyway, but...
Nice. Sorry. So I'd love to meet Josh Worthington, but I never met him while working at Sky. Sam was correct. I did meet Bill Bailey. I also met James Corden, Claudia Winkleman, and Ross Kemp. That was the other one. Number 2, which was... What was number 2 again? Oh, yeah, number 2. I once met Tim Minchin before his show at the Usher Hall. I didn't meet Tim Minchin, but I did go see him at the Usher Hall in Edinburgh, and my friend, one of the girls I used to work with in game, she met Tim Minchin on the way to the show, and I'm very annoyed at her, and still haven't properly forgiven her for that. Because she didn't call me to say, I'm with Tim Minchin. And I could have went and met him, and I love Tim Minchin. Michelle hates Tim Minchin. Well, I don't think she hates him. That's
Tim
strong.
Minchin doesn't let you use mobile phones around him because he's suspicious of the government.
True. Also, it makes his hair flatter. Okay, number 3.
The flatter?
The last one is I once met Brian May at Edinburgh Airport when going on holiday. That is absolutely true.
Who's getting a Skype call?
Me, it's going through my fucking TV.
Man, I really want to play Spell
Break.
Whatever it was.
Spell Break.
Yeah.
Yes, I met Brian May, the guitarist from Queen, when I was going on holiday. We were going to Indonesia, and I used to live out in West Lothian, so Edinburgh was the nearest airport. Good deduction, Lewis. Well done.
Before
I was
we
trying
wrap
to
up,
make it a lie, but unfortunately I couldn't.
Before we wrap up,
Lewis gets a point.
Jimbo McCrimbo, don't worry, most people ignore Aaron Barrett as well.
Is that the health food store?
No.
Oh, that's Holland and Barrett, sorry.
That's Bartlett Sweet Potatoes.
I'm going to change my most famous to Warwick Davis, who I met outside of Comic-Con because he was getting stuff out of his car.
Oh.
And it was it wasn't like straight outside the centre, it was like on the way there, and then he was just like getting stuff out of his car, and I was just like, oh, hey.
Nice.
He was just like, kept getting stuff out of his car.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you have come to the end of the R-CADE SendNoods talk show, our weekly roundup of all things weird and wonderful from our little world.
Well, I have a little thing to show off first, actually, Sam, before we do our outro.
Andy, we already talked about how you almost got in trouble for doing that in the Scenic Centre.
Guys, I've got a little thing. This is what's happening in arcades this month. So please pay attention and mark it in your calendars. It's very important, and we love you. Thank you for watching. There you go, guys. So on September 25th, we are launching our online store. There you'll be able to pick up retro video games and consoles and peripherals, all pre-owned and refurbished and guaranteed. Lovingly cleaned down and tested by me here at the shop, which you can watch on our live streams here on Twitch 5 days a week. We'll also be selling official video game merch, as well as some quirky, weird, cool stuff from all around Asia, including like this Kirby bed behind me, which we showed off earlier. That was weird. I opened his mouth wider. Sorry.
Show them! Show them your teeth! You have value!
And we'll also have all the imported snacks and drinks that we usually have in arcade for you guys to buy online too. So mark it in your calendars, September 25th, coming to your web browsers soon. Sam, why are you so close to the cat? That was weird.
Because I dropped this in my slipper.
Oh, okay. Now we can hear you now.
I had to change over mics because I think Skype decided that it was like my mic now to the other one.
Took
So
hold of
now
the
I'm
mic.
laptop mic.
I am the captain now.
Anyway, this has been the SendNoods Talk Show. Thank you for joining us tonight. I apologise again for my internet connection problems earlier. Sam will be back tomorrow night with the Rumble Pack Wrestling.
You'll be back tomorrow
show?
from 2 p.m.
I'll be here. Sorry, I'll be here from 2 p.m. tomorrow if my internet continues to behave itself.
Me, Nadia, and twitch.tv/Totana will be joining you from 6 until 7 to talk about the career of the Extreme Diva Lita. It's a wrestling stream, but if you're not a wrestling person, you can still come and hang out, talk nonsense, and laugh at
And listen to me
people's
berate
wrestling
everybody's
attire.
outfits.
Yeah, there you go. And then from 7 till 8, it is your third weekly installment of Rumble Pack Wrestling and R-CADE Glasgow presents Wednesday Night Free For All, our virtual wrestling competition with live commentary from myself and yet again twitch.tv/Totana.
Yeehaw! Thank you very much. Thursday night, what you got coming up this week, Lewis?
This week I'm hoping to finish Prey because I definitely have other games I want to get into. While I love Prey, you know, I'd like to get into some other ones. And yeah, I mean, catch that from 6 onwards, 6 until 10, for some Prey action.
Sweet.
I think Thursdays. I mean, I don't have as many cool stuff on. You know, I don't have like different segments. But hey, you get to hang out with this guy and chat shit. So
nice. And Nadia, what have you got for us on Friday?
On Friday, we will be continuing playing Layers of Fear. I will hopefully have my lighting sorted out, so I might actually get scared. And yeah, so we continue finishing off Layers of Fear and hopefully doing the Inheritance DLC. And also on that note, if people can recommend me scary games to play that are maybe slightly scarier than Layers of Fear, because apparently I'm not scared.
Shaq Fu would be my recommendation. Sam agrees.
Throw those into the Discord recommendations of, I don't know, just on the chat or something, please. Thank you.
Magic. Guys, that's us for tonight. Thank you very much to my team. We're going to raid over to the amazing Hollis is the Satisfactory. He's part of the Wii Squad. And he's currently playing Breath of the Wild. And his cat is on the camera too. So you can enjoy some cat, some Zelda, and another member of the amazing Wii Squad. So thank you very much, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone say bye!
bye!
Oh, bye.
What are you
Joe
sewing?
Biden. Huh?
What are you sewing?
What am I sewing?